Hello and welcome to Titanium Tarot's Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Virgo, okay? So this is for any placement you have a Virgo in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Wonderful. So with that being said, I will mention the decks I use as I use them, and if not, they will be in the description box below. And the first deck I'm going to use is the Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot deck. Alright, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, and you got the 9 of Spring. Now I know, I don't know, but something like super like happy just came into my heart space, and I'm like, ah, yay, super good. And I do have a Virgo in my chart. I have a Virgo placement in my chart. Wow, that's a good put. That's a good, like, in French we say coup de pouce. So it's like a good thumbs up, but it's more like a good push in the right direction. Makes me feel good. I like it. Yes. But the world at the bottom of the deck. And the 9 of Summer behind that. What? Okay. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, and I feel super happy. Yeah. And you got the Prince of Autumn. Yay! With the Queen of Winter at the bottom of the deck. I say, like, nuclear family, is that the term they use now? Or in French we would say famille reconstituée. It's like a reconstituted family. I'm basically saying the same thing in English, but what have you. I don't know. Maybe the pronunciation might change. Something for you guys. Generally when I pick a queen from one set and I pick other card, like another court card from another set, I'll call it like the reconstituted family type of thing, you know. That reminds me of this woman that I know who actually did not get married but had a baby. That would be so interesting. Like a Queen of Winter who's kind of cold, sharp, and probably the single one in the court cards, right? With a Prince of Autumn, you know. That would be interesting. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And I'm also aware of the fact that whenever I talk like that, it's as if there's going to be a family drama coming out somewhere. It's like a soap opera or something. We could call this the tarot soap. Ace of Autumn. Today in the tarot soap. I'm gonna actually keep tarot soap opera. I wonder if soap is short for something else. Well, at the bottom of the deck after the Ace of Autumn is the Awakening card. So that is interesting. Next, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what else they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And you got the Ten of Autumn. And the star at the bottom of the deck. What? Wish fulfillment. Whoa. B. And the Four of Spring wanting to pop out. I think I'm going to take it, actually. If I can find it. Found it. Four of Spring. Interesting. Clap along if you know that happiness is you. Hey. My rendition of Happy. In any case, so now I'm going to clarify with the Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle. So first set, you start off with the Nine of Spring, the World, and the Nine of Summer. Ooh, we have 2 9s. Interesting. Very cool. I think I might have noticed that before, but it's just as if I'm noticing it once more. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share why all these cards are here for the first set. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share why all these cards are here for the first set. And you got Singer of Transfiguration in the reverse. Very interesting. Shiv the Cruach at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Singer of Initiation. Heavy. Don't mind me. Your imagination. I don't know where that came from. Alright, so the next set is the Prince of Autumn and the Queen of Winter. You know, the reconstituted family situation that I picked up on before. So please, angels and guides. Excuse me, and my unruly cards. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and clarify why these 2 cards are here for the second set. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share why both these cards are here in the upper right for my If I can pull. You got the Lady of the Harvest. I was going to say, if I can pull this out, and I'm like, what am I saying? And yeah, my mind's not in the right place right now. Then you have Unity. Would make sense. I mean, this card looks like feminine reproductive system. Then you have the Loun. Alright, and following that you have the Journeyman as well as the Master Maker. Your imagination. Okay. Next, you have the third set with 3, which is comprised of the Ace of Autumn and the Awakening card. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share why both these cards are here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share why both these cards are here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect. And you have 2 cards. You have the Rare card and the Collective of Pixies. It is odd how I have to absolutely roll my R's with this. The Rare card. I don't know why. I just feel like I do. Haha. In any case. So the cards at the bottom of the deck are himself and the Glenkner. Dun, dun, dun. Not really, I'm just joking around. Don't mind me. And then you have the Singer of Courage. You have Ilbe the Retriever and the Singer of Intuition. Haha. The moving card. Which movie was it? The Moving Finger. That was a very bad rendition of that, but in any case, so now we move on to the 4th and final set, right? Which is comprised by the 10 of Autumn, the Star, and the 4 of Wands. If there would be a drum roll, this would be it. I mean, this is an amazing set. I'm just saying like it is. Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm being facetious at this point. I'm making jokes left, right, and center. It's kind of late, so, you know, comes with the territory or the time of day. That too. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who had, or night. Angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Virgos. Please come forward and share why all these cards are here in the upright for the 4th set. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share. And you have the Epona as well, daughter, number 1, numero 1, T-Meg. You hear the Armenian, right? T-Meg. The Latin languages sound the same. You can like make it out, but Armenian is like completely different. Cause I'm Armenian, so haha. Next you have the Book. Book. Like I said, it's late. Don't mind me. And then you have the Oakman. Is the Oakman and the Bright Mother. Yeah. Oh, and the Maiden. That is super cute. The Maiden. It's like the Bright Mother gives birth to the Maiden. Yeah. Super adorbs. I mean, I don't see her wings, but I mean, this mother's wings, so she might just be an or an ent, I don't know what she'd be called. But she's minding her business, surrounded by her kids. Then you have our little parrot. And I feel like adding the feline as well as the green woman. Haha. Excuse me. Now, by the way, I use selenite on my decks Yeah, so let's begin this reading, shall we? Hold on to your toques. Alright. Okay, my lovelies. So we start off with the 9 of Spring. Right? The 9 of Spring is the 9 of Wands, which talks of protect the fruits of your labor, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, environmental conservation. Yep. Kings, yes. Yeah. I feel like you're someone you're dealing with is got to like step up their game and protect what they've worked for. I feel like once they do that, once you or they do that, they'll be able to complete a cycle. Maybe that is their cycle. That is their new cycle, which is instead of losing hope and not like putting their weight behind what they've been doing up to this point, is to actually stand up for themselves and be like, hey, you get away from me. You're clouding my vision. Where'd that come from? Then you have the 9 of Summer. So the 9 of Summer talks of wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. I know what you did that summer. I don't know. I think someone was listening to like The Voice, and that song was one of the songs that was playing, that they were singing. So that might be where it's from, but still, I would not have remembered it if it weren't relevant, not relative, relevant. Okay. So once you're someone you're dealing with stands up for what they believe in, what they've been working on, they'll be able to complete a cycle, which will allow them to get to like emotional fulfillment, right? Which is the 9 of Cups. Now the 9 of Cups, Richard Lopp. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down as well. Well, I don't know if his name is Richard or Rich, but he writes it Rich. Right. He says that if you follow the cups, the suit of cups, you will basically figure out how the manifestation process works. Now, the 9 of Cups is you being full and complete by yourself, right? You're being happy, content, and being like having it all just by being you. And that's when the universe is like, oh, they don't need anything else. Why don't I send them more of the stuff that they want? Right? Because they're already putting out the emotion of having everything that they want. And that they are good with what they actually have. So I feel like that is what is coming out of that. And then you have the Singer of Transfiguration in the reverse, which says realizing or realization of completion of the project. Release of the completion of the project is around. Realization of completion of the project is around the corner. Is it's around the cord. Well, it could mean, yeah, well, if it's around the bend, it's definitely around the bend because you have the 9 of Summer closing off the set, which is like, holy transfiguration. So the transfiguration would be like in reference to you starting a whole new cycle again, right? So you ended a cycle with the World card, but then you're starting a new cycle, which is the Fool card, you know? And so that is amazing. Then you have Shiv the Kruach. Now Shiv the Kruach, alright, talks of the receptive principle, fertility, and nurturing. So in order for you to know what you need to do in this new cycle, you need to be receptive to what you are receiving from the world around you, from your surroundings, which is amazing. Then you have the Singer of Initiation. Now the Singer of Initiation, alright, talks of passage through trial, triumph, new level, which is what you're going to be doing with the 9 of Spring. Yeah! Now, for the next set, we have the Prince of Autumn and the Queen of Winter. Now, I did mention that this was a reconstituted family because the Queen of Winter is kind of a little cold. She likes to do things her way and doesn't really have the patience for a partner. And so, like I mentioned, she was like, you know what, I want a child. I'm not going to wait around for a man. Nay. I'm going to go and have me a baby without a man. Well, I mean, with the seed of a man, but without having a man in my life. Right? Because that is what generally happens. They need to actually, you know how that shit works. Know how that stuff works. In any case, so Prince of Autumn is born. And the Prince of Autumn is a very dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous individual, right? It says cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. I feel like he is kind to others because she ain't. So he is trying to like offset his mother's well, this could also be an adoptive situation, but I don't know why I feel like it was that she went and got, she went and got the baby. She made the baby herself. Now, so the Queen of Winter, okay, is a strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny individual. It says, let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Another idea just popped in. What if she was married to the King of Autumn and then they decided to split and that's when the Prince of Autumn was born? Haha. Interesting. This is really like the tarot soap. Tarot soap. Unmarried or divorced individual. So, yeah. I feel like divorced individual would be right up this alley. If she was married to the Prince of Autumn first, I mean, that just make the story I'm picking up on makes complete and total sense. Now, the cards clarifying it are the Lady of the Harvest, which talks of completion, loss, release, grief, and harvest. I feel like there was the completion of the marriage. So, but before the ending of the marriage, there was like a heated moment, like a heated, steamy moment there. And that's when seed was thrown. Trying to be as less descriptive as possible. It was, in French we'd say c'était semé, like it was like thrown around, not thrown around, but it was, you like spread seeds. That's what I mean. And it was released into the ground, or into the womb in this case. And then the harvest was bountiful, and possibly there were two. I don't know. Why is this coming to me? It's really, the tarot soap. Why is my diva coming out? So yeah, this is interesting. So there's no king here, so this is an interesting reading. Yeah. So I mean, she made a decision to keep the baby, and she's now taking care of it, and I feel like that's why we have the union, which would refer back to like union between the male stuff and the female stuff. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean Trevor Noah. Trevor. Okay. Union, mystical experience, and spiritual home. It's just like, well, the fetus that came out of that union found its spiritual home. Possibly at this point it's a little ticked off at his mom, because he's a teen. I mean, I see this Prince of Autumn as being like a tween, or like a very, like, I see him as being like 17-ish, 17, 16-ish. I'm really telling you, like, I think this tarot soap is gonna catch on, at least for me. Once I made the connection, I'm like, holy shit, shiznit, I'm gonna keep this going, just because it makes me laugh. Next, you have the Lamb. Now, the Lamb talks of unconditional giving and receiving. Okay, so I feel like this Queen of Winter is unconditionally giving to her son and receiving his love, even if it's a little hidden. But she can read her son like the back of her hand, so she knows when he's when he's trying to say "I love you, mommy," while being pissed off at her. So the next card is the Journeyman. Now the Journeyman talks of adventure, independence, polishing of scales, and travel. And what would stand out most to me here is polishing of scales. I feel like that's what the Queen of Winter is doing. So the Queen of Winter's heart is being melted by this Prince of Autumn, who is getting on her nerve. This is like the whole story with any family. Just, the child is getting on her nerves, but he is melting her heart at the same time, right? And that's when the Queen of Winter will definitely be able to tap into the Master Maker's energy, which talks of skill, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength, and invention. So this Queen of Winter will reinvent herself so that she can keep her son happy. Okay. Next card is the Ace of Autumn. Now the Ace of Autumn, alright, talks of a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. A very successful project, happy change in your career. So that thing that this Queen of Winter is working on is definitely going to be a success. And I feel like she is going to utilize that as a springboard for projects for other moms, right? For other mothers who are in the same predicament as she is. Why? Because that thing will allow her to open her eyes to a whole new possibility, and it will allow her to change her perspective on something excessively important. Because the Awakening card in this deck is the Hanged Man. Hence the man in the reverse here, with a halo around his head. Yeah, in showing that there is some illumination happening, and he's made the conscious connection between the lower and his lower self and his higher self, Yeah. So this card says, change the way you're looking at the situation, embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. Yeah. Now, the cards clarifying that are the Rar card. And the Rar card, talks of wild energy, pure potential. Being able to notice this about yourself is definitely going to give you some insights that you cannot master. Well, that you can master, but that not everyone can understand how you did it. I don't know if this makes any sense. I don't think it makes any sense to me, but this reading is not for me, it is for you. So, it doesn't make sense to anyone else. With the collective of pixies, I have to follow my intuition more. Darn it. Right? Yeah. A group of people don't understand what's going on. Then you have himself. Now himself talks of natural law, shamanic powers, life force, and moral strength. No, and magic. So, and notice how his crown chakra, his third eye, and his throat chakra, not throat, but heart chakra, are all in alignment and lit up. Right? But I would say that even he is green, right? Borderline green, he's like brownish green. So that could be the heart chakra itself, because the heart chakra is green. So, I mean, I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah, so there is something in regards to being in alignment here. Being in alignment and being able to clearly see what is the next step. So clearly being able to see it, because it talks, the Glankener talks of clear sight, and then having the courage to go after it, because the Singer of Courage talks of bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength. As well as, like, I feel like this is their hope, their wishes, and their loyalties. They are, this thing is very important to them. And that is because they are being receptive to the information that they're getting from their environment, and because my eyeball, and because they trust in the process of them receiving what they want. Now the next card, and trusting that they will receive what it is they want, they will be able to tap into the Ten of Autumn, which would be the Ten of Coins, or Pentacles, the Star, which is wish fulfillment, and the Four of Spring, which is a happy home, happy life, happy wife, happy husband, happy children. You know, there aren't any children in this picture. Well, it's a happy married couple. Right? Probably on their honeymoon. Yeah. So if you are able to tap into this trust that everything is going to work out in your favor, you will be able to tap into abundant riches, right? Like physical abundance. You'll be able to get a wish granted, or you will have a wish granted, and that will lead you to your happy home, happy life, happy wife, happy husband, happy whatever, happy dog, happy cat, happy children, and the shebang. Alright, so the next cards you got are Epona's Wild Daughter, which talks of inner shadow, nightmare, depression, madness, and growth. I feel like you are getting this because you have gone through all of these, and you have come on the other end completely sane. So you went through madness in order to get back to sanity, and that has allowed you to grow and prosper. Yes. Next you have the Pook. Now the Pook talks of shape changer, good and bad and good, paradox, resolution. So you, yes you, are able to Notice what had to happen in the past in order for you to be able to reap the rewards now. Now the next card is the Oakman. Now the Oakman talks of strength, ancient wisdom, and depth. So you definitely are understanding the reason why things happened. Things had to happen in order for you to be where you are right now. Or should I say meow, as Aaron Dowdy says. Next you have the Bright Mother. Now the Bright Mother talks of creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. So you have gained this new perspective on what it is that you are working on, and that will give you a more nurturing and creative and intimate, as well as productive outlook on things, which will allow you to, well, I mean, you can, if you're being productive in the sense of making babies, you might be pregnant. I don't know. You might be pregnant, or you might get pregnant if you are diligently working on creating a family with the Four of Wands, Four of Spring, that is. You might get pregnant, because this card talks of auspicious beginning, birth, hope, growth, and joy. And I wrote on this card blank slate, which I kind of got the confirmation today that, not the confirmation, but I had someone else talk of blank slate for like the Fool. To me, this is like one step before the Fool. This is like the complete beginning of something new, with no prior connections to anything else, no experience at all, right? So I feel like if you do want to begin something new, it could be you want to get pregnant, or you want to start a new project, or what have you. What would help you achieve that would be if you voiced it aloud and you talked about it, so on and so forth. You know, though if you are already pregnant, don't, for the first 3 months, I don't think you should tell anyone. I think that's a rule, the silent rule. Because before the 3-month point, there's like a lot of uncertainty and a lot can happen. Next, you have the feline. Now the feline talks of delayed completions, tidying up loose ends, getting it right. Yeah. So this, to me, is crossing your T's and dotting your I's. This is, you made the decision, you're going to make it, you're going to work on this project, you're going to be certain that everything is on point and perfect for this. Okay? And then you have the Green Woman. Now the Green Woman talks of natural magic, expectant gratitude, wildness, untamable creativity, which is interesting. Expectant gratitude. You are expecting something. And I feel like if you are actually pregnant, or if you're planning on getting pregnant, don't take this as a fact. Alright, I'm just saying this as because that's what came into my mind. Because the word expecting makes me think of, expecting a child. That might be your actual reality. You might actually be expecting a child. So, my gorgeous and fellow Virgos, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Virgos, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!